Throne and Liberty. There's been a lot of questions regarding my build in my videos, on my streams. I'm a great source shield player, and you guys have been asking me everywhere, what is my build as a free-to-play player, and I'll be showing you guys my build. I'm not going for the best weapons, but I'm going for more of a realistic build as a free-to-play player. I'll be explaining you guys why I'm going with this build and what kind of skills I'm using with this build. So let's jump right into the video. So right now, this is my character, and this is my current build right here. Let's start first of all with my current gear, and then the gear that I am hoping to get eventually in the game. You guys can probably see my combat power. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you guys so you guys know my combat power is. Right now my combat power is 3,186, probably 3.2k soon. With a weekly reset, I'm probably going to increase it soon to 3.3k. But let's talk about my gear first. So this is the reason I have this right here. I will be linking this both in my Discord and in the description below to show you guys my build. So this is my current build, and this is my goal, the build that I want. The reason why you guys see that the CP is low here is because I haven't put in the skills to my build. It's only straight up gear. But let's talk about my current build. Now, right now in my build, I have Duke Magma's Provoking Warblade, because I'm going for more of a tanky build than a DPS build, because I'm going to be a frontline tank in MassPvP and in future dungeons, right? So Duke Magma's, I got it through running dungeons. I could go for a different build with the other Duke sword, but that is way more expensive to build as a free-to-play player. This was the cheaper option, and it gives me max health, which is what my build is focused on. If you guys look at my gear and my character right here, you guys will see that I have 2.21k HP, because HP is one of the most important things, the reason I build my my character. So that is the weapon. The shield, I am replacing this, by the way. This is not the shield that I'm supposed to have. The shield that I'm going to be having is this weapon right here. I have it in my bag, ready to go. I'm just waiting for max health trade on it, and then I will be building this, because strength also gives me HP. So I'm building a full-on HP build, right, with my weapons. So that is my current weapons that I have right now. This cape, Blessed Templar Cloak, I got it through the weekly chest. It's hard to get. It's very expensive. It's one of the more expensive items, but I went for this one. This one cloak, Forsaken, that is better. However, this gives me damage reduction and melee defense, and I can roll max health on it. So it's perfect for me, so I have a high max health roll. This is my helmet with health regen, melee endurance. As you guys can see, I have max health and endurance on most of my stuff, if not all. Melee endurance, max health, range endurance. This one can't roll melee endurance, but I'm just waiting to replace these boots. This one, max health, collision resistance, and skill damage resistance, because I'm going for a collision resistant build, so I cannot get tornadoed and stuff, which is great. Max health on my belt, very free to play friendly, all this. So this is the current gear I have. I'm building towards max health and melee endurance instead of melee evasion. Why am I building towards melee endurance and not melee endurance and not melee evasion, or range endurance and not melee evasion? Right now the game is very melee heavy and ranged heavy. I do take a lot of damage from magic, but the reason is how evasion and melee endurance works. It's very simple. I can show you guys in my stats. Depending on the character hit, if they have high hit, let's say I have 1,000 hit, that means you need to have over that in evasion to actually be able to avoid an attack. So it's hard to build evasion, because you need a lot of good gear and a full evasion build if you're actually going to go full for evasion. Well, melee endurance basically reduces the amount of damage you take per hit. So that's why I'm building an endurance build, is because I want to decrease the damage I take instead of nullifying the damage, right? Because you need to have so much evasion for it to actually be useful. So that's why I'm building an endurance build, and it's more of an end game build too. Now the gear, this is the current gear I have, and the gear I'm building towards is this one. It's a very realistic build. I have these weapons that you get through running your dungeons. You can easily get. I have both of them right now. This one is just waiting. I have this cape with max health, skill damage reduction, and then I have this already. And I have this actually, Clasp of Conqueror. I got it also by just running dungeons and getting Abyss tokens. It's in my bag, but I just don't have it traded enough to actually use it. I have this already. This one I'm going to get in a few days by just running dungeons and buying the chest at the guy. And this belt I already have. And this pants I already have too. Now the rest of my gear, are the ones that are kind of harder to get. Now, Commander chest is not that hard to get because the lithograph only costs 2K. It's kind of expensive, but I can get it. It's going to be hard to upgrade. But the reason I'm going for this, the reason I'm not going for Commander helmet or Commander gloves, you can go for it, but the reason this is my build is because the helm of the Field General right here, it gives max health, and you can actually roll max health on the equipment. If I went for Shock Commander helm, right? Just give you an example. Shock Commander helmet does not have max health, and it cannot even roll a max health trait, right? So the reason I'm going for the Field General helm is because this one can actually roll max health and it has max health on it. Again, I'm going for maximum HP as possible, right? Same with the Shock Commander chest. If you guys see here, it gives max health roll, and the field helmet. The gloves, again, the gloves gives max health. I don't think the Shock Commander gauntlets give any health. No, they don't. And they give dexterity, right? So, again, that's why I'm going for the field. Again, it's harder to get these items. The Shock Commander gloves are cheap. You can get them temporarily, but this is the build that I'm going for. Same with the boots. Max health, I can get on that. Field Commander ones do not have this. You can't get max health on it. You can only get max mana. So this is why I'm rolling Shock Commander boots, right? So always aiming for that max health bonus. The pants, you can replace them. You can either get the Shock Commander ones if you want to. You do lose out on the max health that you can get from both the main attribute and the HP, but you can get the pants because it does give strength and you can roll max health on it. So Shock Commander pants are still good. I think Field Commander pants are also pretty decent. Yeah, they can also run max health. So these pants are good, or you can get the Ebon Roar Grease, which are also good to get, but no HP roll on them though. But you can get good stats, dexterity and stuff. But this is my current. I'm going for a more realistic build, and with the realistic build, you kind of have to go a little cheap. So this is my cheap version, right? Max HP. Roll. So some of them are cheap, some are expensive, but these are basically the items that I'll be working towards. I can get the chest whenever, so I'm trying to drop the boots. I have no guild loot. If you guys are asking, I am in the top guild, but I haven't once received any guild loot. So if you guys can see on my gear, I haven't received any type of guild loot at all. But like I showed you guys, this color is going to go there, and then this weapon is going to go there, and then I'm going to be working towards the rest of the pieces, right? The ring I'm getting soon. But that's basically the way I'm gear building my character, and I'm going to aim for a lot of health. I'm hoping to hit the 70 health stretch mark or 60 health stretch mark, and then high perception, right, for the buff duration. Not a lot of dexterity, but that is the build that I am going to be going for. I'm just waiting for it to be a little bit more budget friendly before I swap, right? So max health is really good. You can get so much HP and so much with my melee endurance and stuff. I've just become a super tanky with the set bonus of Shock Commander 2. The Shock Commander set bonus is pretty nasty because you get damage reduction, right? The shield block chance is also nice, but the damage reduction is very good. Now, while the Field General gives you melee heavy attack chance, so you can actually put in some damage, which is good. So this is the way I'm building my gear. Again, remember, this is not an answer on how you should build. A lot of people are building different, but this is my aim to get as much HP as possible, a lot of damage reduction, and melee endurance. So this is how I'm going to be building my gear. But you guys can search up other builds if you want to. But I would say that this is a more budget friendly. It's kind of expensive with the helmet, but certain things you gotta have to aim for. You can get this for free by just grinding. You can get this for free by just grinding. You can get this for free by grinding. You can get this for free by grinding. You can get this for free by just playing the game. You can get this for free by playing the game. That's pieces that are actually, you can get also this by just grinding the open world. The pieces that are hard to get that kind of cost you will be the helmet, will be the boots, and will be the gloves. Rest of them are are possible to just grind and get them by drops, right? Aside from that, you have to kind of pay. But this is my build, and then let's look at the skills, the way I'm building my skills. So I have 3 different kind of skills, and you guys probably, if you watch my streams, you see how effective this is. But number 1 right here is just my casual build I run and do everything with dungeons or mobs or contracts. I just farm everything with this. I swap off some skill if I need to be more tanky. I swap in this one. Depending on if I'm doing a boss, for example, I can swap it with this, or taunt. If I need to do more aggro, I can swap this in. But mainly when I just run around and do stuff, I can run like this. That way I can kill a lot of mobs, have good damage with a hard piercing strike and AoE damage. You can look at my specialization right here. You can just copy this if you guys want to. But this is basically I run for dungeons and stuff, and I just swap in some skills. I have AoE on my guillotine blade, so I can farm mobs, do a lot of damage. So this is this is the build I run around with when I do PvE stuff basically, and I swap in some skills. This one you can also swap out if you need to become more tanky. You can swap in more tank skills. But I'm already very tanky with my sets. I run for a little bit more damage. Right now at dungeons, I can do all my dungeons being full like PvE like this. Now this is what I fight in MassPvP. If you guys seen me, you guys could probably see me survive 10 or 20 players on me with some healings or more. And as you guys can see, this is a full-on tanky build. I'm super tanky in this. This is what I run for the open world PvP fights. I have almost no damage in this. Like this is meant for chaining people in, knocking people away, stunning people, running in away from enemies or out of enemy range. This is my opener where I go in and AoE stun everybody, AoE damage, heal myself, give damage boost and attack speed for everybody, increase my health. This is really important. Counter barrier is one of the best skills you can use. That's why I'm leveling it up. Transfer damage, tanky, and then piercing, which will be my overall AoE damage where I pierce everybody. So this is the passive that I use for this right here. And honestly, this spec is very effective. You can survive like crazy, but you just don't have damage. Then last but not least, we have my PvP 3v3 spec, or like small PvP fights that I do in Sarodoma and stuff. This is the spec I use. Great damage overall. You go from stunning blow, you stunning blow somebody, or you chain somebody, you stunning blow them, and you follow up with the guillotine blade. And then you can also follow up with a ascending slash to throw them down on the ground. So you have stun CC following up with good damage. This is basically what you do for like small PvP and stuff. So this is the specialization that I use for this. So this is my small PvP spec basically, where I go. You can still change some stuff on it, but this is like a good template for you guys to use if you guys are PvP and stuff. So this is basically my build. I still have to perfect it, but I would feel like I'm kind of happy with where I am with this build, right? So that's the way I'm basically building it. I also have a DPS spec right here for more damage, which is more focused on dexterity. I have the same gear, but you should have like certain gear if you can afford it. With different specs, but that's basically the way I build. I will be linking again, try to make it as short as possible, so you're gonna have to sit here for the hours and hours to listen to me. But this is basically the way I build. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. You guys can probably progress your character in a much better way. Like I said in my 3K guide video, is know what gear you want and build towards it. It's super important. Like make a build on the website and start working towards it. That's what I'm doing, and that's how I know that I'm going to be progressing in that direction. So that's the way you do it. But thank you so much for watching. You're going to see it right here, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.